So far we have already studied 9 non-chordate phyla which are shown here. Let's move ahead. The next phylum is Hemichordata. These Hemichordata were earlier classified as a subphylum under the phylum Chordata, and they were commonly called as half chordates. But now it is considered as the 10th non-chordate phylum. So let us study the characteristics of Hemichordata. All hemichordates are marine. They show bilateral symmetry. They are triploblastic, coelomate with body showing organ system level of organization. It is divided into proboscis, collar and a trunk. Their respiratory structures are gill slits and excretory organs are proboscis gland. They show open circulatory system. They are dioecious, male and females are separate. Fertilization is external with a larval development. Balanoglossus and saccoglossus are common hemichordates. Now let's study the most developed phylum, Chordata. Let us first study a common hypothetical structure of a chordata. All chordate must have a dorsal notochord, dorsal hollow nerve cord, pharyngeal gill slits and post-anal tail. Please practice this diagram. They show bilateral symmetry. They are triploblastic, coelomate with organ system body organization. They have a closed circulatory system. Now you can see these urochordata and cephalochordata, they are primitive chordates and they are commonly called as protochordates. In protochordates, the notochord, they are all marine. The notochord in case of urochordata is present only in the tail part of the larva, whereas in cephalochordata it is present throughout. Now let's see the examples. Ascidia and Doliolum are the examples of urochordates, and Brachiostoma is a common example of cephalochordates. Now let's study about the vertebrata. In vertebrata, the notochord in the embryo is later on replaced by a vertebral column, which may be of cartilage or bone. They have a closed circulatory system with 2, 3 or 4 chambered heart and kidneys for excretion. They have paired appendages, which may be fins, wings or limbs. So we can say all chordates are not vertebrates, but all vertebrates are chordates. Okay. Now we will study the vertebrates in detail. As I mentioned, the notochord is replaced by a vertebral column, which may be cartilaginous or bony. Vertebrates are further divided as you can see here, agnatha and gnathostomata, based on the presence or absence of jaw. If jaw is absent, they are called agnatha, and when jaws are present, they are called gnathostomata. So under agnatha we study cyclostoma, and under gnathostomata we study about pysis and tetrapoda. Let's first study about cyclostomes or cyclostomata. They are called suctorial fishes. They do not have jaws. Their body is streamlined with gill slits. They don't have scales and they don't have paired appendages. Now their mouth has got a suctorial structure and They have a vertebral column which is cartilaginous. They have closed circulatory system. They show a typical life cycle. These adults are marine, but they move to the fresh water for spawning. After that they die. And when these eggs hatch into larvae, these larvae swim back to the marine habitat. Petromyzon and myxine are the common cyclostomes. Then comes the gnathostomata. Gnathostomata are further divided into Pisces and Tetrapoda. The details of this we'll study in the next lecture.